Shalom! Welcome to this video. In this video, I will tell you the ultimate secret to the vowel change in the past tense. After this video, you will never make a mistake again in the vowel change. How do we come to the past tense of the third person masculine singular in any binyan? Well, we look at the binyan, and the name of the binyan is the code. For example, PAAL. What do we see? We see 3 root letters and the vowels A. And that is already the past tense for the third person masculine singular. For example, hu gamar. He finished. And by the way, everything I'm telling in this video you find in my book, and of course there is also the 90-day Hebrew verb course. More information on my website hebrew-verbs.com. So if we now take hu gamar, we put it in the system, we put it in the table of the past tense, gamar, because it is pa'al. And then we fill it up, and it is in this case always the same. No vowel change. Gamarti, gamarta, gamar, gamra, gamarnu, gamartem, gamru. Okay, why it looks like there is no vowel change, I will explain to you in a couple of minutes. But let's have a look. Here are the vowels. Always the same, but what happens at he and hem and hen? Well, those 2 presents never have a second vowel. Except in PIEL, this is where we keep the second vowel. Let me explain. What we see here is he, gam, ra. The first vowel is this one here, below the gimel, ga. The second is gone. Remember, it was hu gamar. Here there is no vowel below mem. And what you then see, the other one here, a at the end, this is not a vowel that we count for the past tense. This is a vowel that belongs to the suffix. This has nothing to do with the past tense. This is the a because of the hey at the end. So the third person female singular does not have a second vowel, or meaning in every binyan it is like this. Except in PIEL, this is where we keep the second vowel. The same is for hem, hen. And now we have a look at PIEL. PIEL past tense. Before we move on, one question. Are you on my newsletter? The reason I'm asking, because if you are, then please check your inbox, because I just sent a PDF with the vowel changes in all binyanim and sample conjugations. If you are not yet on my newsletter, feel free to sign up. The link is in the description of this video. So, PIEL, we do here exactly the same, and PIEL is just an example. You do this in every binyan like this. You look at the name, and you have to write it in Hebrew. And here you see 3 root letters. You see the vowels I, E, and you see an additional yud after the first root letter. For example, you come to hu, si, der. What you see here are 3 root letters, the additional yud, and the vowels I, E, si, der, PIEL. Then we go to our table for the past tense, hu, si, der. Remember, PIEL, si, der. And when we fill it up, we could think that's all the same. But now come the vowels. Sidarti, sidarta, sidart, sider, PIEL. Sidra, no second vowel. The a is from the suffix. Sidarnu, sidartem, sidru. Also no second vowel. The u is from the suffix. Okay, what happened? Well, now comes the explanation that is good for all binyanim. We are in PIEL. PIEL, right? So what you see is they all have the I vowel because it is PIEL. That means the first vowel always comes from the binyan, but not the second. The second comes from the person. In every binyan, it is the same. Ani, ata, at, anachnu, atem, aten, they always have as a second vowel an a sound. I'm not talking about irregular verbs, of course, but this is a pattern that applies to every binyan. So, how can you remember that? Well, look here. The a vowels appear in persons that start with aleph. Yep, that's it. So if you can remember a and aleph, you have everything you need. So back to PAAL. It was the same. The first vowel comes from PAAL, but the second vowel comes from the person. And who follows exactly the code, the name of the binyan? When it is PAAL, it is hu, ga, mar. And the others, they take the second vowel from the person. Now let's compare PAAL and PIEL. These are the vowels for PAAL and these are the vowels for PIEL. As I said, the first one is from the binyan. Let's give it some examples. Hu gamar because of PAAL, gamar. And hu sider, sider, PIEL. And then when we want to go to ani, of course, gamarti. The first is from the binyan, the second is from the person, which here starts with aleph, and that is the reason why we have also a. So here it is a. And then we have in PL, we had hu si der, and then it is ani si darti, because ani starts with aleph, so it is a. The same is for atem aten. Atem aten gamartem, gamarten. And sidartem, sidarten. Not sider. Hu sider. Atem aten sidartem, sidarten. He does not have a second vowel, so it is gamra. A because of the suffix. He sidra. A because of the suffix. So guys, this is always the same. With this pattern, you can go through every binyan, and that is the whole explanation of the vowel change. And now feel free to sign up for my newsletter. I see you there. Neshikot. Shalom.